Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome if you're just joining us. Welcome back if you're joining us again. Noel Knowlesy Johnston here on the Community Sports Show, coming to you live from Birkinshaw Reserve in Glen, Forrest for this round 3 B Division one-day match. We've seen Glen Forrest, they won the toss, elected to bat, and they've made 159, so 160 the target here for Yokine Pilbara. Mars top scoring for the home side, supported by Hatch and Morgan. Will Maddock comes in, captain to captain. Will Maddock to Lakendra Ranavat. Join us shortly, doing some parental things there as that one worked off the pads by Ranavat. One on the umpire's call, wide in fact. 2 to the score there. Other matches around the B Division competition, we'll get some score updates in a moment. This broadcast proudly brought to you thanks to ID Athletic. Vision Decor as Matic works that one in at the body there of Yogi Sharma. Captain and vice captain out there at the moment for Yokine Pilbara, the Lions. Down leg side, Maddock looking to find his line here early. Doesn't want to be too generous. 160 the target, so literally 4 runs per over, the run rate required. As Maddock comes in, left arm over. Big buys, just the one. And for 4 here in the opening over. Maddock comes in. Cries of catch, not to be, it goes to ground despite the diving efforts of Jago there. Another single. Comes in into the pads, half-hearted jump from the fielders, but no appeal. Yogi Sharma on strike for Yokine Pilbara. Welcome back wherever you are. You're with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston, and I'll shortly be joined again by Donnie Bell. Maddock comes in, cries from the building yard, how's that? Umpire says it's wide. was a bowler, but I should settle that one down. Into the over. 6 off it. 1 for 6 after 1. Right. Looks like it's going to be Alex Somas to come in for the second over here. Lakendra Ranavat on strike. Inside the line, so that one's deemed to be a fair ball. Around the grounds, Midland 9 for 192 off their 40 overs. Well, Forestfield 9 for 188 off theirs. As Glen Forrest work around, allow the one. It'll bring Sharma on to strike. Maybe Sharma. Last week, 9 off 18, opening up for Yokine Pilbara. The single to the collection. Went out for that one. So must won't mind. Boundaries all important here. Job ahead for Glen Forrest to keep these to a minimum. Somas comes in. To come. Warm afternoon here in Perth, slightly muggy, sun hiding behind the clouds but still humid out there. As Summers comes in again and Sharma pushes this one back. That should be the over, and it is 2 off. And for 8 after 2, Yokine Pilbara chasing 160 for victory on target. All out for 119 off just 26.1 overs last week. Yokine Pilbara in their match against Coolbinia West Perth. Of the pops in terms of the batsman last week, Abhi Yoda 29, but he came in at number 8, so Yokine looking to address that issue. Cries of how's that, but the ball's put down and the umpire signals wide, so take your pick, fellas, because neither of those are going to get you a wicket. Take the sundries out of this, Glen Forrest. Matic. Not quite finding the line he'd like at the moment. A couple of wides to open up his second over. To have you with us, Nakunj, in the side last week. Watching online this week, good to have you with us. That's a big appeal, but umpire shakes his head and says no, but take comfort from the fact it was online, didn't get hit away, wasn't a sundry. Something to build on for Glen Forrest. Maddock off the pads of Ranavat into the hands of the keeper for a dot. Maddock comes in, that line worked out to the man and short mid-wicket there. No more than a couple of batsmen, a couple of fielders I should say, allowed outside the circle for the first 8 overs. 3 legal balls, been 5 altogether in the over. One big appeal, gets the finger up, and that's a great breakthrough. Captain on captain there, and Will Maddock gets the breakthrough for Glen Forrest, the wicket of Lakendra Ranavat, and all of a sudden 1 for 10 Yokine Pilbara. New batsman coming out for Yokine is going to be Masam Ishtiaq. He's got 2 legal balls to face as Will Maddock gets the breakthrough for Glen Forrest. This match proudly brought to you thanks to Vision Decor for all your blind curtain and awning needs, and ID Athletic, sporting apparel, streetwear, merchandise, whatever you need, let ID Athletic help you and your club build your identity. Proudly supporting the community sports show for over 6 years now, back in our old radio days, ID Athletic. Two to face here, Ishtiaq. 13 last week, what can he do here today? Maddock comes in. Under the pads, there's confusion. Well, there's also backing up, and that's what they do. A dot. If you'd like to sponsor the show, we've still got 1 platinum sponsorship left for the next 12 months. Or alternatively, why not sponsor the scoreboard or our stats that would tell you that at the end of that over, 1 for 2 off the over, moves the score now after 3 to 1 for 10. Yokine Pilbara chasing 160 for victory. Good over there for Glen Forrest. Will Maddock leading from the front. So it's going to be Somas to continue. And wide to open up his second over. Alex Somas tries to catch it, works through the slip cord in there, fast outfield. 4 runs. First boundary for Yokine Pilbara. And, ideal time there. Too much room by Somas. Result. Yogi Sharma. That one away. Another chance here. So Math just moves it away from the batsman there. Good ball. We've mentioned it during the first innings. Getting batsmen to square up, and that's a good ball there by Somas. There's Sharma. Just edges that one. For 14 showing on the scoreboard, which matches us, always nice. That one off the toe of the bat, perhaps hoping for more pad than they got there, Glen Forrest. Well, the end of Alex's second over, a better one. Just wait on the play HQ because I've got to run out somewhere. 1 for 14 showing. So that's what we'll go with. Matic. Well, it's getting the keeper diving wherever he likes. There's Masam Ishtiak. Looks to get his side away. Matic comes in, left arm over into Ishtiak. He works that one onto the leg side, finds square leg. He jogs in, scoots that one up for a dot. Matic comes in. None for 7 so far, Matic. Oh, sorry, 1 for 7 I should say. Just a reminder, kids, learn your maths, stay in school. No more than 2 allowed outside the inner circle for the first 8 overs of this match. And looking at the field placements, really, all just sitting with it. Oh no, we've got a fine leg, deep fine leg, that one, in this field. Allows them to come through for 1. It's Jack, off the mark. A little bit of Monica Seles about him there. As Sharma seats off the final ball of the over. Good one there for Glen Forrest. Just the 1 run coming off it. Somas to continue from the far end. Masam Ishjak on strike. Somas comes in. That one works away. No damage to the score, so they won't mind that. Back-to-back dots. Oh, Somas. That's 6 dots in a row. Doing his bit for the Glen Forrest team here today. Celebrating their 120th year and celebrating with a catch as Alex Somas gets Ishtiak to play and Jago takes the catch behind the stumps. And that's Somas's first, Glen Forrest's second. 2 for 15 here, Yokine Pilbara. Chasing 160 for victory. And judging by this is going to be Pavan Ravapta heading out into the centre. Certainly that's who I'm going to give it to, wearing no number on his back and bright blue pads. On the conch, you might need to get your cheering voice on a little bit more here, because all of a sudden Glen Forrest taking a couple of wicket lead here and having a strong hold on the run numbers as well. So 2 for 15 in the 6th over, while Glen Forrest none for 26. So Mass to continue. It's going to be Ravatka on strike. An average of 8.15, but a high score of 45 here, Ravatka. As we just wait for a square leg to come out. Early wickets catching Yokine Pilbara off guard. Do not fear. Square leg is here. Do not fear either. If you want some great deals, why not talk to our broadcast sponsors? ID Athletic for your sporting apparel and club merchandise needs. ID Athletic. Let them help build your club's identity. And Vision Decor. Curtains, blinds, awnings, and even hybrid flooring. Vision Decor. Alex Somas comes in. And we've seen that a few times today, getting the batsman to square up. French cricket style in front of the stumps. Somas comes in, just hangs the bat out there, Ravatka. Be one more to come. Wicket maiden so far for Alex. And a great role here today in this B-grade one-day match. That one, commentator's curse. A little bit too much on it. Swings down leg side for a wide. That one turns the other way, finishes off with a dot. Apart from the wide, just the one off. 2 for 16 now. 6 overs gone. If you'd like to join the broadcast team each and every week, coming to you live from a match of the week for Perth Swan Cricket Association, and then in the studio Wednesday nights for our midweek review show, where we look at all the grades. Highlights, lowlights, as Will Maddock looks to make his own highlights reel here. Well fielded out there. Maddock. Another dot for his collection. Been good the last few overs. Loose enough for his opening, but going from none for 6 now to Maddock being 1 for 11. Hard, the skipper. Just tightening the reins here on Yokine Pilbara, who will be a little nervous. They could only muster 119 last week against Kulbinia West Perth. 4th place on offer if they can get the win here today, Yokine. That's a long way off as Maddock comes in. Not to be. He thought about it, umpire thought otherwise. Sundry's the top score here at the moment. Donny returns with a couple of happy kids. They've got their technology out and about. Well, situation 2 for 16, 2 for 17. Yokine Pilbara following the loss of the Kendra Ranavat and last wicket out Masam Ishtiak as Maddock comes in. Big left arm over on towards the pads, worked off on the leg side. I'll work it for 1. Two for 18 now. Chasing 160 for victory, Yokine Pilbara.
A really good start.
Welcome back, mate.
Yeah, a really good start from the bowling team. Probably didn't quite get as many runs as they would have liked at different stages. They were looking on track for 175, 180.
Oh dear, that one loose.
They've still got a score on the board, and I think you said pretty early on if they're anything above 160 they'll be pretty happy with, so they got exactly 160.
Yep.
So fair to middling their happiness, I'd say.
Fair to middling, $2.80 if you're on a concession travelling from Bayswater. Public transport, not cheap. That was a Perth joke for all those who wonder what I'm talking about. Maddock comes in. Good ball, big appeal. Lots of people up, but the umpire, most importantly, decides his finger will stay down. Well, Pavan Ravatka, the batsman on strike here at the moment for Yokine Pilbara. Nervous times as they look to just cement themselves here at the moment. They'll want to get through as we head towards drinks at 20 overs. They won't want to lose too many more. And he fishing that one from wide outside off to finish the over with a dot. 3 off. Score moves to 2 for 19 after 7. Earlier today, Glen Forrest. Had to remind, I don't know if you went to the old Crown Casino when they had 2 up, Donny? But they had a roof there, and 2 up is normally played outdoors.
Yes.
The skipper today threw the coin up straight into the roof of the broadcast van here, and then it landed in the 6-foot high grass in front of us on the vertical, so we had to redo that one.
Bringing back some memories of the old 2 up.
Yeah, Alex Somas continues. He's into his 4th now. Oh, good line there. Well watched by batsman out there. That's Sharma. Cool breeze finally makes its way up the hill. Snick catch, no, down. Well, that was a gimme right there. And some days you're the bug, some days you're the windscreen. We won't name names there, but that player might be feeling a little bit like a bug right about now. Good bowl there by Somas. Got the batsman there, Sharma, to have a play at it. Got the edge. And that one also bringing gasps of excitement from his teammates. Been good, Somas. Last week, 2 for 33 off his 8. Don't mind dotting them up. If you're the bowling side here defending 160. Just a reminder, other B-grade matches underway today. No scores online from Carlisle versus Coolbinia West Perth. If you're at that match, by all means, please let us know what's going on. A maiden by me. 2 for 19 after 8. Yokine Pilbara. And the other scores around the games for the B Division 1-day grade. As the bowling change comes on, Elijah Liss into the attack for Glen Forrest. Scoreboard showed 2 for 19, always nice that it matches us. Brabham 1 for 15, chasing 193. And Mount Lawley, Inglewood 1 for 10 to open their account as Elijah opens his with a dot. Alright, Cormac. So you're enjoying the broadcast there. Why wouldn't you if you're a Glen Forrest supporter? Elijah continuing the trend of the dots. Now Lawley, Inglewood, chasing 189 for victory. Big scores around the ground. Comes in. This. Their mates encouraging him. And why not? He's got best bowling figures of 4 for 15 and an average of 21.1. Elijah Liss. In regulation, right arm over, nothing regulation about the bounce. Must have found a springy bit there, part of the trampoline, as that one goes wide and outside off stump at batsman's head level. Better back up ball, gets the player, or the batsman I should say, to just shoulder arms. Just restricting the batsman at the moment. Maiden last over and just one wide off this one so far. 4 runs in 4 overs. There's a swing and a miss. Swing, batter. Shout out to all those across the WA Baseball League. Their season well underway.
Absolutely. Liss, a pretty good first over this so far. Outside off and waved at, another wide.
They're the ones as a bowler you sort of wish the batsman would get an edge on or get some runs, because it got him swinging, just couldn't get the connection. Where is it? Oh, it's in the hands of the fielder. Having a look around the Vision Day called 1-day A grade. Some score updates from around the grounds there. Scarborough all out for 183. However, Coolbinia 4 for 22 in reply. A big shout out to Peter Sharp there. Mundaring making 6 for 240 plus, setting themselves up for a good crack at Helena Valley, who have been doing it tough this season. Comes in, works. Umpire getting a bit of a workout here. Somas. to Sharma. So I strangled Donny.
Oh, nice delivery. Outside off, just swinging away. Left alone.
To the delight of his Yokine Pilbara teammates. I'm sure they weren't laughing at him. Something going on off field. Somas comes in. Well bowled, beautiful line. Batsman no choice but to pull the bat out of the way there. The slow clap starts from under the pergola over to our right. So much.
The Sharma. Nicked. Runs down to third man. There's a list that drops around. There's a good return from the outfield.
Gives his
Acknowledges-
fan base a little bit of a wave, doesn't he? That's what it's all about.
Couple there to Sharma. Again, we see that away swing from Somas. Just drawn the edge already in this over.
Another wide for the collection. We've mentioned it before, Sundries coming into their own as a batsman. And if you've only got 160 to defend Donny, I'm not sure you can afford to be too generous with them.
Oh, another great delivery.
Got him in all sorts here.
Oh, he played all round that. I think that went millimetres over the top of that off stump. There's been a feature of their opening couple of wins as well. There's a good shot there from Sharma. Looking for a couple. Hesitated momentarily, but they get through comfortably. Well, I'm sure they'd like a few more contributors with the bat, Glen Forrest. Their bowling has been exceptional in the opening couple of games.
I'll just confirm. I've scoreboard on here showing 2 for 9 but that's a couple of overs old. Two for 27 is actually what I have, so that's what we'll go with.
How many overs is that? Is that
That's
10?
10 down. For those wondering, 2.7. Swing and a miss. That's Liss.
Fan club riding every delivery. I'm going to give up on getting the spreadsheet right for now and just enjoy the action.
Yeah.
This in. Worked away to the onside, a mid-wicket. No run.
Well, perfect conditions for a game of cricket here at Glen Forrest, and that's a perfect ball. Umpire says no, not good enough. Jago.
I was going to say, everybody else was up except the bowler. The bowler was probably the one that didn't go up as one with the rest of his teammates.
Therein lies a very valuable lesson for all those at home. Honesty, the best policy, or if you don't ask, you don't get. I'll let you decide.
Oh,
That's very good.
bowling quite well.
The old ironic good leave call from the Yokine Pilbara rooms.
Ravatka, he's left a couple in this over. The Yokine Pilbara players thinking he didn't quite leave one of them. He fudged that one to cover. Fairly heavy cordon that they've got there at the moment. A couple of slips and a gully.
The confidence is up, really. The only one outside of the circle is a fine leg, deep prime leg. Everyone else, as you say, mate. Unusual, 11 overs in, to be seeing the slips cordon still in place. Optimistic out there.
Well, they're leaving that offside field fairly bare. They're inviting the drive. They're thinking that this is going to get the nick, and there's a leading edge straight up in the air. Should be caught, and is. And he gets his first breakthrough. His cheer squad goes wild over to the right of us.
Try and give them 2 seconds on camera. There they are. Elijah Liss fan club go up in one.
Well, they've seen him take a wicket, and now it looks like they're leaving.
Fickle crowd, almost West Coast like. I don't know what I mean by that. Actually, yes, I do. Well, Pavan Rawatka, man out, 3 down now. I'm getting a quizzical look from Donny, so I'm second guessing myself here.
No, not at all. Maybe Jordan.
Old top scored last week, so. Yoda 29 came in at 8, get a promotion this week. Not sure if he's keen or a fan of it, but we'll find out. There's just some good bowling there. Sunless. On my stomach.
Glen Forrest, certainly in front of the game at this stage. Well on top. Push through the covers, beats the fielder. There'll be runs there. At least 2. They should definitely be thinking a third. That was
half-hearted.
Yeah, they didn't want to run a 3 at all, but they probably could have run 4 if they'd have gone hard.
Well, I thought you were chipping the fielders there, because they didn't look like they wanted to get to it and have to throw it all the way back.
Oh, I thought the running between the wickets, they thought it was going to get to the fence as well. They were just half jogging.
Same spot this time, just for one.
Fairly long spell here for summer, so I wonder if they're going to bowl him 8 straight here. This would be 6th, I believe.
It is, yep.
Rocks onto the back foot. Just works that one down to listen the deep. Sticks around from fine leg to pick that one up. Just the single. So that's in. Showed up. Squares him up a little bit and forces it out to cover for no run. The line goes through Ravatka.
Quite literally in that sense, viewers. Oh, well left. Into the over, 4 off it.
5 of it?
Could be mistaken.
3 and 2 singles?
Oh yeah, it was a 3, not a 2. I don't know. We'll have to sack our statistician. If you'd like to be the statistician, by all means, reach out. Let us know. Because clearly, maths is not my strong suit.
We're 3 for 33 on
On the scoreboard. They do indeed. Really, it wasn't 36. I could have done the maths then.
Well, this is rolling to the crease with plenty of energy. Bit of hustle about the way he charges in.
I don't mind it. And purpose about it.
Oh, that one sits up and begs to be hit and is. Cut away firmly. I wonder if the fielder got a hand on that to slow it up.
He
It
did.
doesn't get to the fence. Get a couple.
Just got a hand to it there, knocked it down. So 4 becomes 2. That's why I'm getting confused. Living in a time warp, I'm 2 balls behind. 3 for 35 on the Play HQ scoreboard. If you'd like to sponsor the score mentions, feel free to let us know.
Another one there, just defended into cover for no run. Box on with the back foot, that's well struck, that'll be 4. They're not going to slow that one up. Ball's halfway up the hill there as well, so nice shot.
Sharma.
That's 6 off the over.
Yep. $13 overs gone. 3 for 39. Run rate of 3 per over at the moment. That's the benefit of darts. I know that 313's 42, 39.
You were right the first time,
teasing,
and then
teasing.
you talked yourself out of it. And
Yeah.
everyone was marvelling at the maths you're doing in your head there. As so maths continues.
Mount Lawley Inglewood will be marvelling at the maths they've got to do. 3 for 20 at the moment, chasing 189 against Forrest Field, so good fight back by Forrest. Brabham 2 for 32. That's
got a hold of that.
hit.
No one down there. Didn't get all of it.
I think the pitching wedge came into effect there.
Yeah, just saw the space down there and hit through it. Didn't time it very well, but gets a couple for his trouble.
Score moves to 41.
That's a good shot. Just worked off the hip for a single. Forces Jago to go and fetch it. Cover field up there, getting plenty of work. A lot of balls just tapped in that general vicinity. So that's straight.
Oh,
Well, he's had quite a few swinging away, and that one just looked like it nipped in a little bit. Caught him by surprise.
so it's entertaining, Donny. A couple of players down in our left there. I can hear our commentary coming through the phone. They're at the game, but they'd rather be watching online. Big shout out to you all, wherever you are. 14 overs gone, another 3 off it. I was just anticipating the next question you asked me.
Right, there was
3 14s are 42. I used to doing my 3 times tables because I rarely hit the triples in darts.
It is one of the things about watching darts that always amazes me, is how quickly they are able to add up the score. It blows me away somewhat. I guess when you've been playing a game for a while, you get used to the multiples. So this starts the 15th with a dot. Again, gone through. He swung right through that and it's cleared the fence. That's 6 runs. Oh, it was just on the other side of the line.
Yeah.
There was a few spectators claiming it was a 4. It only just was over the line, but it was over.
So.
Well, he's gone after another one. He's picked the slower ball. 4 more.
Well, that's how you make a fight back. Taking back boundaries, create some uncertainty in the bowlers here now.
Well, I'm not convinced this guy's actually a fast bowler, because got hit for 6 and his next one wasn't a bumper at his head, it was a slower ball.
That's some change in generations, mate.
He certainly got into his head a little bit. 6 and a 4, and now sprayed one down leg side for a wide. Been fantastic up until this point. The first time we've seen Yokine and Pilbara try and wrest back some of the initiative. So this, how does he respond? Takes that one short, doesn't get much of it, and There was a chance there at the bowler's end, but a fumble in the field and gets through for the single.
I think that was the attempted bounce you referred to the ball before. Yeah, they're able to get it away though.
Lead side wide.
This match today proudly brought to you thanks to ID Athletic and Vision Day Corps. We thank them for their continued support.
Bliss trying to finish off the over well. An appeal as it flicks the pad on the way through. Umpire agrees. And the end of the over. 13 from it.
Certainly what I got, and that makes the score now 3 for 55.
Well, if with one over, all of a sudden, they're only 3 runs behind where Glen Forrest was at the same time. Which a couple of overs ago didn't look likely. So game on, Nosey.
Yeah, well, we're 5 overs to drinks. Challenge, and we said it in the first innings for Glen Forrest, is really if they can stay just 3 down here and continue to do that as the crowd go wild. 4 runs, chill, 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 the call, but celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Boundaries abound.
Well, hitting boundaries, striking them well.
And just a little sign that, you know, warm, humid conditions out there. Glen Forrest.
I've just fallen over, but it doesn't matter. It will go for 4 more.
All of a sudden, on the back foot, as you mentioned, and it'll be a good test for these young players out there now because they thought they were in control, but Yokine Pilbara with plenty to say about that.
Going again, clears the fielder at square leg. And that's 3 consecutive boundaries. Well, this is a different game. He showed us strode to the crease and he's playing like a man possessed.
Well, Alex Somath maybe just 1 over too many. Been tied up until now, but Yokine having their way.
Well, he gets that one right. Just does well to keep it out in the end and walks the single. I'll be quite happy to have Sharma on strike. Joder up the other end because he's going at a rate of knots right now. You'll be the one person out there that won't want drinks. Just keep it going. So that's full, slow ball.
Change your pace, change your line, change your height.
Well, I think it deceived Sharma somewhat because it wasn't the greatest of deliveries, but the change of pace got him out of there with a dot. So 13 off that over.
And that's the end of Alex Somas's spell, and just cracking here. 8 overs, 1 wicket for 34, 1 maiden to his name. And if you take out, what you say, 13, and he's really 8 overs for 20-something.
Yeah. Well, 16 overs gone. 3 for 70 versus 3 for 68. So it's a...
Well, Tarquin Mars now coming into the attack for Glen Forrest. And all of a sudden, I spoke about a tight cordon earlier.
they've spread somewhat.
Pick a position anywhere you like on the field. It's all going to be out in the deep. Deep mid on, deep mid off, deep mid wicket, deep square leg.
Well, the way he's hit a couple of them, they'd want to stay right on that line.
Tarquin Mars using all of the pitch.
Keeps the sunnies on while bowling. Fan of Adam Zampa.
Oh, well, you might be, I'm not. But that's a different story.
I just mean the bowling with the sunglasses
I
on.
know.
Another single. There's that field spreading. Leaves plenty of them out there.
I've to introduce a training session on sarcasm.
Well, he doesn't matter where you put the fielders if you can hit them like that.
That is a big hit. Longest part of the boundary.
And Mars, he's been pretty good with his length, but just dragged that one down a fraction. And Joda said thank you.
Good finish. 8 off the over. 3 for 60. No, hang on, I didn't do the math.
76.
On the last one. Yep.
68 and 70s.
So 3 overs to go till drinks here, viewers. You're with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston, and Donnie Bell on the Community Sports Show. Thanks to ID Athletic for your sporting apparel and club merchandise, and Vision Decor. And it's gonna, well,
Struthers.
he's had a couple of mentions today. No doubt we know who he is now.
Yeah, well, not the best of leaves with the bat first delivery. He starts better first delivery with the ball in hand though. A dot.
Until there, just I can't get Google Translate on that there at the moment, but the rock finger's telling me that they're enjoying the knock there by Arby.
Sharma with the single. That brings Arby on strike. Chops that one down for no run. Little flight. Gets a bit of bounce out of the pitch there. Forces a defensive shot. He pushes that one up the ground for the single. It's a good bowling so far from Zane Struthers. Pushes that to point. Comes around, good fielding, prevents the runs. Into the over, so 2 runs from it.
Score moves to 3 for 78. 18 overs gone. This round 3 B Division 1-day grade match between current ladder leaders Glen, Forrest, 5th place, Yokine, Pilbara.
Mars continues. Just opens the face and rolls that down to 3rd man for 2. Give him the benefit of the doubt on that and say he opened the face and it wasn't off the edge. Follows that up with a dot. Mars straight back to his mark, floats one up, guided around the corner, fine leg, he's up, but can't hit the stumps, so they get through for the single. Gave that one plenty of flight. A tempter. Sharma resists the temptation.
One to come.
Been a couple of good overs.
For that ball.
Another one. Bonus ball. Drags that one down a bit. Fielder's going to have to come around to cut that off. Finish with 4 runs from the over.
Scoreboard confirms 19 overs gone, 3 for 82. Enough power there, big fella.
Plenty.
Dil Shah joined this broadcast. Have you with us, Adil?
Armour again, just pushing that one to the cover fieldsman. Just defensively straight back up the pitch to the bowler. Struthers runs back to his mark. Feels like he's in a rhythm. And at backward point, I think. Just backward a point. Comes around to cut that one off. So no run. Watchful. Sharma. And watches some more. Defensive. Cautious. He looks like he's keen to make sure that he gets to drinks. Maybe after that he'll look to open up the shoulders and expand and peel, as we say that. As I say that.
Optimism.
Me, nothing to do with Noel. He had nothing to do with that.
No, I'm not saying nothing. Other than the fact that we are now 20 overs in and taking a drinks break here after a maiden to finish it off. 3 for 82, Yokine Pilbara chasing 160 for...
It's absolutely very, very, very close, and perhaps early on we weren't necessarily thinking that was going to be the case. The first 3 wickets going pretty quickly, 3 for 28, and looked to be in a bit of strife. But yeah, we've seen a really good partnership. Abby Jota has strode to the crease, and he's hit them to all parts. He's completely changed the way this game looks.
Yeah, the dynamics, Glen Forrest, really, you could sense through some of the comments out there, a little frustrated at the situation they find themselves in here. 3 for 82, chasing 160. This is set up for Yokine Pilbara. And Abby Yoda, last week top scoring with 29, coming in at number 8 with some time up his sleeve here this innings, looking to set himself up. Learned a little bit of job there. So having a look at it, Yogi Sharma, 22 off 59, not out at the moment. Kendra Renovat out for 2, Ishtiak for 1, Vatica for none off 17. We spoke about how long you hang around for a dark 17's up there. Abby Joda out there at the moment. 39 not out off 25. 4 fours, 2 sixes. Sees the score. And looking at the sundries while I have a chance, 18 of the 17 wides. Wicket takers, 3 individuals there. Maddock with 1. Alex Somas, he's bowled out 1 for 34 off 8. And Elijah Liss, 1 for 22 off 4 so far. See if we can't get some scores from around the ground. Grabham 2 for 50 off 9. 16 there, chasing 193. They've got some work to do. Mount Morley Inglewood. Well, 4 for 42. It's not the sort of start they'd be looking for. Took it up to Carlisle in last week's broadcast match, Mount Morley Inglewood. So we get set to continue here. Yoda on strike. Tarquin Mars, ball in hand. Good start for this second session. Couple of dot balls to start with for Tarquin. And then that one should just be 1. Fielded out there on the deep. Easy single. Had the potential to be a little more. Kept it controlled, kept it down.
He's shown he's not scared to throw it up, despite the fact he has been hit a couple of times. It's actually been when he's dragged it down that he's generally been hit, but he floats up another one. Sharma comes down, but can't get hold of it. Squeezes it backward point for no run. And push down the ground. That's just 1 run from the over.
Interesting here now how Yokine Pilbara go about this chase. You could almost say scores all but tied up.
Well, because the the big differentiating factor is that the Glen Forrest didn't bat out the 40. So if they can keep wickets in hand, they're probably in the stronger position. But anything can happen from here. A couple of runs. Get off the first delivery of the over. Got underneath that, the fielder settles, takes it. That could be a key wicket.
Well, the Glen Forest, we're in the hills and they love their sport up here, and that's a good wicket there for Zane Struthers to get Abhi Yoda. Four down now. Well,
a good knock, 42 off 30. Abhi Yoda tempted fate one too many times.
The new batsman making his way out there. We're in the 74. It's going to be another debutant. Anu Chabra. Welcome to the Perth Swan Cricket Association, Anu. New player, no details yet on Anu, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do here. Yogi Sharma still out there.
Shabra to face. One on leg stump, first delivery. Just guided around the fine leg fielder. That went a little straighter and played it late, just waited on that. Gets through for a single.
Good to have you with us there, Matt. Another one in the sheds indeed, but another run on the board for Yokine Pilbara as they move to 4 for 86. Vision Day call, one day A grade competition. Coolbinia West Perth taking on Scarborough. Dianella taking on Lasmurdy Mazenod. Mundaring look like they're having a day out against Helena Valley, while Midland up against Cavisham.
Well, I'll say so far everyone who has bowled has got a wicket. Tarquin Mars, the only exception to that thus far, into his fourth over, looking to get amongst it.
Matty Harbinson now online enjoying the broadcast. Oh dear, that was precision placement.
Yes. He seems to like playing behind square, even it probably shouldn't be played there, but that's where he's put most of the early deliveries. So it's
you get the whole field. It's like a dartboard, mate. Everyone tries to hit number 20, but you've got 19 more numbers. Why not use the rest of the board?
Absolutely.
Same with the bat. Edges are perfectly legitimate shots. Forrest pounce on that one.
Well fielded at mid-wicket, but I think he stopped it with his foot rather than anything he was trying to stop the ball with. Gets up hobbling and called upon again. Struthers. Fielder there at mid-wicket. Again, guides one behind square. That's where he's getting his runs.
If you have a go-to shot, mate, stick with it.
3 off that over?
Yep, that's what I believe it is.
For 89.
Yep. I'll just confirm that on the Play HQ scoreboard. If you'd like to sponsor the scoreboard every time we mention the score, I'm open to having a chat with you. All for 89. Always nice when the scores and the stars align. And the other match, 3 for 59 now, Brabham chasing 193. And Molly Inglewood 4 for 65. No scores from Coolbinia, West Perth v Carlisle. So if you're at that match, please let us know what's going on there.
Player HQ has got Harsh Barot out there, which I don't believe that's true.
Well, judging by jumper numbers, I'm inclined to agree with you. Oh, great pressure there from Glen Forrest.
Harsh Barot was definitely in 71 earlier today, unless he's changed shirts.
Well, you get that sometimes in footy because they rip or whatever, but so if there's anyone over there from Yokine, can let us know, that would be lovely. Or I almost think I want to say I heard a bit of edge on that.
There was a noise there for sure. As it went past the bat, and it wasn't too much else in the vicinity. The next delivery is going to fall short of the fielder.
Good over there by Struthers. Notwithstanding, we're not sure who the batsman is. 4 for 91 after 24 overs. We have to trust what we see. Sometimes so much fake news out there now, I'm not always sure I believe what I see on the internet, but like that time I got told I won Powerball, just send my details and I'd get all the money. I couldn't believe it.
You probably shouldn't have. Beats the fine leg fielder and goes away for 4 runs.
Oh, that was an easy, casual pace all round, I think.
I agree. Must be getting late in the afternoon.
Well, 100 beckoning. And I can tell you, Donny, Abi Yoda, 42 off 30. It was a great knock.
Well, they've taken off here straight away. It's well run.
I'm not going to say picky fielders, but Ben Morgan making that look slightly easier than it should have been. If we go by the theory that's harsh barot, so there's 4 not out at the moment. So we were going to get a message delivered there. There's some urgency to run up the steps. Unlike the shots at the moment, 4 for 96 on the scoreboard, 160 required.
That's the end of the 25th over.
Looking on the score tracker there, 4 for 102.
Opposed to 4 for 96.
And really it was the case of less than a handful of overs for Glen Forrest where they scored in the teens that really sort of got their score up. So it's going to be Struthers to continue.
Charlotte really building this innings, taking his time and picking the deliveries that he wants to attack, which is fairly infrequently so far. He defends once again, straight back up the pitch. A fairly chanceless knock so far.
Well, it's all about getting to the other end, you know. It's well and good to be a glory chaser.
Well, he seems to be picking up length pretty well. So whenever he gets one that's just fractionally short, you see him rock back onto the back foot, and as he did just there, guides that down for an easy single.
Big appeal, big denial.
He's been pretty quick with it, the umpire, so far. He either gives it straight away or he shakes it off straight away. He doesn't take time to think about it. It's just his initial reaction he goes with straight away, and
I commend that. As a former umpire, I used to get called trigger because I had that same mindset. If you umpire long enough, you know where it pitches, you know where it's going. If you know it hit the pads, don't be afraid to call it. Still means everyone still calls me trigger though, but
there was a leg by in there, so 2 off the over.
Four for 99, shown on the Play HQ scoreboard.
99, okay, we can just a run there somewhere. On the way.
That's the advantage of having you and now being able, in our fabulous broadcast van, to run score checks around the grounds and here on our own, and it's going to be Tarquin Mars to continue.
Right on strike. Well, just lobs that one.
That was a
mid wicket. And he's got the wicket that he was looking for to join the rest of his teammates. Everyone who's had a bowl picked up a wicket. Struthers taking the catch, and Barot makes his way back to the shed.
Well,
5 for 99.
setting themselves up here, as in Glen Forrest, and the patient game. And have a lot to play with. It's going to be Yogi Singh coming in now. 11 off the bat last week for Yogi. Cry you hear around cricket grounds all across Australia. Lefty on strike, so everyone swaps sides and swaps positions. Well, led with the bat, Tarquin Mars. Oh dear, that one.
6.
Yep. Perfect placement of the fielder, perfect placement of the ball. Just centimetres over the fielder's head.
Well, how's that for a first delivery, Nolly? Strides to the crease. No, doesn't want a sider. First ball, slog sweep.
If you know your strengths, why not play to them? Seem doing exactly that. A pair of yogis out there.
Take off for the single on that occasion.
Two to come in the 27th over. Six. Didn't bring much of a cheer from the Yokine Pilbara bench, but brought up the 100 as they debate whether to go.
There was a big mix-up, not a lot of communication out there. Two yogis nearly met in the middle of the pitch there.
We would have playing boo-boo. Just tempted, but held back. Another over down. 5 for 106. 27 overs gone. 160 required for victory here. So 12 overs. Sorry, 13 overs remaining. 54 runs required. Really is a case for me, Donny, of Yokine just keeping these two batsmen out. They've got the balls in hand.
Well, and at the other end, Glen Forrest, they keep taking wickets like they are, and they'll win this game.
Zuthers.
Zerothers. Zacuthers? No?
Wasn't he on Family Guy? A couple of dots to start for Struthers. Well, I don't know what it is about Zane. We haven't got much, or I haven't got much right about him all day today. Good thing I'm not part of the fine session.
He's got 2 numbers listed next to his name here. He wasn't wearing either of them. He's wearing 50, not 60 or 44.
Yep.
He must have been playing for a while. He's got a few shirts with all different numbers.
And that one will be pulled up inside the boundary. They come back for 2. Important 2 for Yokine.
The dot played to mid-wicket. Darts that one in. Plays it out into that same region for another dot. Just the 2 off the over.
108 for 5. Or 5 for 108. Whichever side of the planet you're on, a big shout out to you. Thanks for joining us here on the Community Sports Show with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston and Donnie Bell. Thanks to our broadcast sponsors, ID Athletic, who we thank for signing on again for the next 12 months. Always good to have the sponsors continue. Means you're doing something right. Vision Decor. Wow.
Well, he's floated quite a few up, but that sat there and begged to be smacked away. That was deserved a baseball shot.
The chaos ball for all of his teammates there. That's consecutive overs now that Mars has given away boundaries.
Well, Sharma, we've said that he hasn't been the most aggressive, but even he couldn't miss out on that one.
They are the ones that do get you though. Because your eyes light up and also you've got less time to react. It's like, oh, it's coming at me.
Oh, I'm not sure I'd like to face Tarquin Mars because he bowls a lot of those deliveries where out of the hand your eyes light up, and that one obviously was not his best, but he's had quite a few that dip late and can beat you with flight if you go at it too hard. Largely resisted the temptation so far, but I think I'd get a bit hungry. I'd be going after a couple. Emma just caresses that one down to mid-on into the over, and it was just that one delivery with the 4 off it.
It was indeed. 5 for 112 off 29. Here on this match of the week for Perth Swan Cricket Association, proudly brought to you thanks to ID Athletic, Vision Decor, with some help from our friends at Ashby Farrell White Arch. All your real estate needs. If you're building something big, build it with Barna Construction. Should talk to them about building a studio in my backyard, but I think it's too small a job for Barna.
Struthers continues. This is about the time of the match where Glen Forrest really did start losing a few wickets. Pretty quick succession. But they have opened up a little bit of a gap.
Well, it's funny you mention that because at the 29 over mark, Glen Forrest 4 for 134, so in the lead on the runs and the wickets.
Well, he's reached out, he's got his bat to that before it is pitched off the wicket. It would have been a no ball. It was that far wide, but because he got his bat to it, he gets nothing for it. And mistiming another one, mistiming it well enough to allow the single to the player in the infield.
Yep. Struthers pulling out all his box of tricks. How's that voice of yours going? Need lubrication yet, Donnie?
Oh, it could do with some. Again, they're taking on the field a couple of times here, and the fielders just seem a little bit on their heels. The two singles that probably shouldn't really be singles in this over so far.
Well, you capitalise where you can, and Yokine Pilbara awake to the relaxed state, I'll describe it as. Glen Forrest as another over goes into the book.
And just the two off it.
Well, Takuma's going to continue here. Good faith by his skipper Will Maddock in Tarquin. 2 for 29 last week off his 8. Not one to his name. Wouldn't mind another. Comes in. Nice little spring in the step there.
The required rate just starting to creep up a little bit. So that's a pressure that's going to start to build if they can't get this scoreboard ticking over a little bit quicker. Single there.
Well, still within the realms of possibility, I feel, for Yokine.
Yeah, they've got 4.6 and over that they need. Not counting these last two deliveries that we've just seen. But
Well, 3 men out in the deep on the leg side, right in that boundary.
just drop and run, another single.
And nothing to do with that, so they come back in again.
There's a lot of movement in the field every time they change ends. So if they can rotate the strike, they'll just wear out these fielders.
Another one there that maybe he should have left. But one won't mind that.
Drives the hand off. That one slipped out, he reckons. Hit Struthers at mid-wicket for no run.
Struthers getting plenty of the ball.
He's 40 and kicked a couple of goals, I think. Rocks onto the back foot, hits that between the two fielders. Didn't time it, but the placement gets him a run, 3 off the over.
Five for 117 now, 31 overs gone. Yokine Pilbara require 160 for victory here.
Creeping up some more, 4.8 and over. Still some wickets in hand, of course, which is going to be a key factor for them. Nice shot there. Down to the fielder in the deep. Had to make sure of it. Get through for the one. He's got underneath that. Both fielders said, I've got it. And luckily there wasn't a mix-up. They do take the catch.
Well,
Benny Wagland on debut.
Important one there. And now we have a choice of 23s. That is not Lakendra.
It's Ish on the back of his shirt.
Yes.
Ishan Bandra.
Yep. Well, what's your thoughts here for Yokine Pilbara, Donny? Because you mentioned before the run rate and all that.
I just think they seem to lose wickets at the wrong times. Glen Forrest is striking when they need to. Feels to me like they're ahead of the game. and the pressure's starting to build. Runs on the board.
Yogi Sharma's still the man out there. He's been out there for a while now as Harsh Bharat makes his way back into the shed for Ishan Bandara. Well, that one's coming straight to the broadcast van as keeper there, Yago, caught unawares. Take the one.
Cover, no run. There's a first real bit of frustration seen from Yogesh Sharma. Just sort of doubled over, frustrated that he couldn't get that one through the infield. Is it 4 off that over?
Yeah, we're just confirming on the official scoreboard. 6 for 118. Showing on the scoreboard there. 32 overs gone. 160 the target now. 42 runs for victory off 8 overs. Well, Bay 13 getting into action here at Birkinshaw. Will Maddock comes back into the attack for Glen Forrest.
This is the blood in the water move, I think. Bringing back your opening bowler. You've got the foot on the throat. In for the kill. Go Glen Forrest.
Will join the chorus. Maddock whips that one through. No opportunity for the batsman. Good ball, good line. And as you say, blood in the water is much better term than many others out there. Bandara on strike. That's Ishan Bandara. Thoughts are not what they need, Donny. Just need to start to apply some pressure here. Yokine and Pilbara to give themselves a chance. Will Maddock, left arm over, comes in. Squeezes that one between Pad's bat and the outside line there on the leg side, so that'll be a fair ball. Exasperating, no doubt, for Will, but look at this stage, 4 dots to start, you come back over, take that.
That one outside off and watchful again.
Respectful perhaps, or wasteful?
Well, again with each dot, the pressure to score builds and builds, and they're going to have to start finding a boundary and over from here on out with a maiden for Maddock.
Crowd expressing their dissatisfaction, but as a Glen Forrest supporter, I'd be going, that's a good over.
100%. 6 for 118. 7 overs remaining, and they need to go to run a ball from here to get the total.
Thank goodness I've got you for the quick math. In other games around the ground, Brabham chasing 193 for victory, currently 5 for 87 against Midland, and in the other match, Mount Morley Inglewood 189 for victory, 5 for 101. Still no scores from Coolbinia, West Perth v Carlisle, so can't update you on that one. Sorry, viewers.
Elijah Liss back in. A hesitation there. I don't know why there was hesitation. There was always that single there, but I think Sharma just stood and admired his shot there for a second before he took off.
Why not?
Not ready. And Dara. Unless he does really try and hustle in. His changed ends was down this end before drinks. Nice one outside off, and Dara
His teammates
watches it go through.
Well, his teammates on the side now even calling for the single. They know the pressure starting to mount. It's all very well to bat out your 40, that's one objective, but core objective is to get the runs.
Gets a single hustled through for that first one, but I don't think there was ever any chance of a second on that occasion. Pandara, a little bit more alert between wickets than Yogesh Sharma, who of course has been out there since the first ball, so I can understand why he's not quite as alert as he rocks onto the back foot, plays that beautifully. Well, that's an important boundary for Yogesh Sharma and Yokine Pilbara.
Six off the over, 124 so far. The loss at 6.
Again, doesn't quite get that where he wants it to go. A bit straighter than he was aiming, so no run. Well, that was one of those ones where he wasn't quite sure where the ball was. It always baffles me somewhat, Knowlesy, when the batter doesn't know where the ball is and still sets off for a single.
I think he was just trying to get out of the way of anywhere near the front of the stumps with that appeal for LB. Look, I'm miles down leg arm. Can't give me.
6 off the over.
124 now, leaving 36 off 6. So literally a runner ball. Challenge here for Glen Forrest to keep this tied.
Because this was the last over of Glen Forrest's innings, the last full over. So you get through for a single. There's Bandara and gets the set man on strike. He's 43 off 95 deliveries is Sharma. Been the bedrock of this innings so far. He's the immovable object. Matic trying to be the irresistible force.
I feel a novel coming on. Or a love story.
Well, there's a good strike. Hits through that one. A couple of bounces over the rope, 4 runs.
Well, there's five off this over, one more and they're on track.
Was that a couple of overs ago that they need to be getting a boundary per over, and the last 2 they've achieved that.
Ravi Kumar watching online at home, no doubt having his thoughts about what the batsmen need to do. He's pretty close with the fielding calls.
Well, they've had some times where the fielders from Glen Forrest have just been on their heels a bit. They certainly weren't on that occasion. They are feeling this one starting to become a little tense. The sense of urgency growing. Matic to Sharma. Over pitches, they've taken off. Good pick up, good throw. I think he was home anyway. Gets through for the single.
Well, there's the 6 they require off this over. Anything else is a bonus as Pratik joins us back again. Welcome back, Pratik. Your team needing 1 run per ball.
You just feel 1 wicket could really blow this game apart. But 1 big over can do exactly the same thing. Another 6 run over.
Kunj, part of the team last week, powerless to help out today.
.30 required.
30 balls left.
That's the one. The equation, pretty simple. Even for blokes like us.
I don't like equations. As I said in the first innings, Booney asked us to do maths on Thursday night. Speaking of David Boone, if you want a chance to catch up with the man behind the moustache, his final appearance here in WA for this trip at Swan View Cricket Club tonight, part of the Perth Swan Cricket Association. 6:30, that kicks off, $25 ahead. I had to laugh on him because I had a chat with a bloke called Pavel Florin.
Oh, yes.
During the Mediterranean cricket competition, who talked about growth of cricket in Europe. We see the European cricket on telly these days, and Pavel was quite intelligent in his approach to it. In Europe, what's the main thing about sports? It's over quickly and often played indoors. And trying to introduce the long form of Test cricket to the countries that don't have it.
That's a 50.
Let's acknowledge that. He's well deserved. He joins Tarquin Mars in the half tons today. But Pavel said, you go to countries like Romania, Spain, wherever, Netherlands, why not have T10 indoors, take it to indoor cricket, they're used to fast action games, and then take it out into the one-day mode as opposed to trying to bring Test straight in. And I thought there was some merit in that. And I gave credit to Pavel, but Booney also liked the idea. Because after that he said, you should think about running for ICC, and I said, no thanks. Time spent here on the community Community Sports Show. 133 on the board at the moment.
Well, I'm surprised they didn't take the single there. I thought it was there, but just 3 runs off that over.
Good one there.
Good bowling from Liss.
6 for 133 after 36. 4 overs remaining, and 27 runs required. Was indeed a well-deserved 50 there.
Well, the job's not done, so that's why there wouldn't have been too much acknowledgement from Sharma. The 50 will be a hell of a lot sweeter if he can help get his team across the line in this one. Maddock, a ramp shot over the top of the keeper's head. I don't think that it's going to run down to the fence, so they're going to have to run it out. Inventive from Sharma. They get 2.
Well, T20, I was just talking about T10 and all that sort of stuff. Big shout out, speaking of T20, Donny, Australia and the rest of the world should be excited. Cricket back into the Olympic schedule in Los Angeles in 2028.
Certainly going to be interesting. They squeeze that one off the pads. It's a leg by, but it's 1 more to the total. And Sharma just starting to stretch out, starting to feel every minute. The 36 odd overs that he's been out there. Gara, no run there. You could cut the tension here with a knife.
It's the way we like it. Close cricket coming to you live on the Community Sports Show. Maddock. Oh, what's going on? Oh, that's not the sort of pass to the guy at the top end you want.
No, that was some ordinary cricket all round, but in the end it's another run to the total. Yokine Pilbara. Frustration for Captain Will Maddock. He's just taking a deep breath before he charges back in. Yoga Sharma. Just maybe takes another deep breath. Didn't quite get the run up right.
Wasn't feeling that one.
No.
16 now.
Well, big swing, no ding. From Yoga Sharma. Maddock just adjusting the field. Pushing Struthers out deep. Pushing a couple out deep. Bringing one from the offside. Over to the onside. It's been Zeddy that has swapped sides into mid-wicket. Get through for the single.
No.
5 off the over.
Yep, 138. Now Pratik having a punt here. 22 runs required.
18 deliveries.
And Pratik has gone, Yogi Sharma will stay until the last over and take the game with a boundary. Well, if you know what's going to happen in the future there, Pratik, please send me the numbers for next week's lotto because I could use a bit of spare cash. But you've got to have a plan, Donny. And I'm sure we saw last week in the broadcast game, Fletcher Page carried his bat from start to end. Would be nice to see Yogi do the same.
Well, he'll hope he's doesn't need to be out there until the last ball of the 40th over. He'd be hoping to get it done a little sooner than that. Bliss is in, swings. It's going to fall short of the fielder. It's just going to be the single. Hearing Will Maddock just constantly barking instructions at his team now, trying to build the energy. So he's staying up inside the circle. That one going down leg. They're going to push through for the single. The throw there. Jago doesn't hit the stumps, so they scramble that one to add one to the total. But there's real urgency now, Knowlesy.
That's the way it should be. Mentioned we might have to follow Brabham. Well, that one is a down leg side wide. That's not what you need right at this moment.
Certainly not. Brabham hasn't gone that well today.
No, I'm just going to grab that score there for us. 5 for 116, so bouncing ball.
Not taking on Zane Struthers.
Medland having their way with Brabham today, while Forrestfield in a good performance here, 9 for 188, and we could be at Forrestfield next week, so Forrestfield be
struck well.
Forrest. 1 run.
Seven down in that one. Maddock once again just down to the minute detail as to where he wants the field. Full toss. Pulled away, fielder in the deep. Make sure of the stop. Just the single.
Well, 5 off the over so far. Going to Yokine Pilbara's plan.
They've been able to prevent the boundaries, Glen Forrest. That's a good delivery, right up in the slot, but well played. There's a chance for a second. They'll come back for it. How's the throw? Jago can't quite get it down onto the stumps. They get 2 and finish with 7 off the over.
15 required off the remaining 12 balls. This match is coming down to the wires, ladies and gentlemen. And as always, brought to you thanks to our fabulous broadcast sponsors, ID Athletic. For all your sporting apparel and club merchandise needs, let ID Athletic help you and your club build your identity. As well as Vision Decor, curtains, blinds, awnings, and even hybrid floorings. Vision Decor, great products, great prices. With support as well as Will Maddock gets set. Support for our broadcast thanks to Ashby Farrell, White Arch, and Barner Construction. Now, Will, Donny, 15 runs, 12 balls. I've seen a couple of overs where they're just creating a picket fence. Will that get them the win?
No, in time, as a big swing doesn't make connection.
I think the boundary was the option there, but we've got men out everywhere.
Exactly right. There's an easy single. If you push it into the deep, into the gap, there's 2s. 1s and 2s would be enough to get you home, but you have to make connection. If you're swinging and missing, the pressure builds. That one full into the mid-wicket fielder. Struthers, he's got him. That's run out.
That's got to be gone. Well, the pressure there, Manning and Glen Forrest respond. Good pressure there. They had to run.
Well, absolutely. They've got themselves into a position where they can win this game, Yokine Pilbara, but they're really putting themselves under the pump. Plenty of gaps, but just picked out the fielder. The throw wasn't the best.
Well, we saw that earlier, just a few overs ago. A metre or so over the fielder's head. It was hard to drag.
Well, it was Will Maddock that time as well, and it almost got above him this time. But it was a decent vertical leap from Will. Got up, brings it down, takes the bails off.
Knows him what adrenaline will do.
Well, one Bandara leaves, another one joins Sharma at the crease. Sujitha Bandara. Maddock to Sharma. Sweeps that one. It's into a bit of a hole. They've got to take the second. They do take the second eventually after the misfield.
Which I missed because I came back to the centre.
I missed it as well. I was wondering why they were taking the second run all of a sudden.
Whoever that is out there, that's a $2 fine.
It wasn't the best of moments, so they get another 2 added to the total. 13 off 9 required. And there goes the stumps of Yogesh Sharma. It's been a hell of a knock. He's been out there since the beginning. He throws his glove down on the ground in frustration. And Will Maddock, a big strike.
The biggest he could possibly do right there. That is exactly what the captain needed to do. Stepped up into the corridor. I'm going to go with corridor. I'm thinking the track there. But perfect ball by Will Maddock. Just having a look here. 59 off 111 balls to Yogi Sharma. 6 4s, no 6s. Strike rate of 53.15. And Sajitha Bandara will now be joined. It looks like it's going to be Ahmed Rizwan. Well,
it's a big job now. 2 fresh batsmen at the crease. 13 off 8 required. Not impossible.
A single boundary, break the pressure on the batsman.
Good delivery right up into the block hole. He did well just to keep it out. They thought about taking the single.
Well, Adil Shah providing all the words of encouragement and he can online. Yokine Pilbara. He's saying, don't worry about the boundaries, just find the gaps. Aim to get 7 or 8 off that last over, and that's about where we're at, I reckon.
Well, it's the last ball of the penultimate over. A big one. The captain, Will Maddock, into Rizwan. Plays that past the cover fielder. There should be 2 there. There will be 2 there. Pushing through for that second. A great over, just 4 runs from it.
8 for 149, 1 over remaining, 11 runs required for victory. 2 wickets in hand here, Yokine Pilbara.
Well, we've seen more than 11 come off and over at different stages throughout the day. Can we see it off the final over?
I think that was higher up the order, but I'll call it as I see it.
Yeah, well, I'm a dreamer.
Big shout out to all the Bobby Farron fans. Alright, this is the tail of the tape, Donny. 1 over. 11 runs, 2 wickets in hand.
Elijah with the ball.
And they open with a dot.
Just hanging that one outside off. Can't get bat on it. Straighter. It's in the air. Perched underneath it. Waiting for the ball to come down. Takes it cleanly. And another wicket falls. Will Maddock throws the ball into the turf in celebration. They're 1 wicket away.
Well, the downside of that was they didn't even get the single. So there's no credit for anything there. 11 off 4. And
our other 23?
Which I feel like I want to say is Dean Dempsey. Because I'm running out of 23s.
There's a few 23s out there. I think you might be right.
Because Ishan Bandara has been out, as has Lakendra Ranavat. So it's either Dean Dempsey or Dean Dempsey. Right, here we go.
Just gets bat on it. I'll get through for the single. 10 off 3.
Well, if ever you need a boundary, now is the time. However, Elijah Liss has bowled quite well, I think. Bring up his numbers here.
Rizwan, he's gone for it. Put that between the... Well, nope, that's good fielding, getting around, cutting off the angle and keeping it to 1. Just a couple more left in this match. Liss. Well, that's beaten the keeper. Get through for 1.
Tactical leave. I've got a smile on my face as I say that. Not from the batsman, but from the keeper.
Well, they need 8 runs off the last delivery. Well, Elijah Liss, all he's got to do...
ball and a 6.
He's just got to bowl a fair delivery. That's all he's got to do. Everyone's back on the fence. Just in case there is any error with the scoring. Liss, it's fair. He's got a good chunk of it. It's not a bad way to finish. It'll be a 4 to finish. It'll be Glen Forrest with the victory by 4 runs.
What a great game of cricket here at Birkinshaw Reserve this afternoon. As Pratik Kumar says, nail biting, coming down to, as Donny said, 4 runs. Glen Forrest all out, 159 off their innings. Yokine Pilbara see out the game, 9 for 156. Well,
3 runs actually. It was they needed 4 to win, but
yeah,
the margin of victory, 3 run victory. So, well, Glen Forrest, they're the becoming the kings of the close match. A 1-run win last week, and 3 runs here this week.
Well, that's 3-0 now for Glen Forrest. That'll see them remain at the top of the B Division 1-day grade ladder. And they won't mind that because they've had some work to do over the last few years and now starting to find just the right mix.
There's been some fantastic individual performers, but Tarquin Mars, his innings, really proving the difference between the teams. I know Yogi Sharma was good as well, but Mars did it at a better clip. And, I think that separated the teams there at the end.
Run a ball there for Tarquin, 57 off 56. And looking at the rest of the batsmen there for Glen Forrest, Will Maddock 16, Elijah Lyes 18, Ben Morgan 18, and a good knock there by Tom Hatch with 12, and a total of, what we got there, 24 sundries to see them get the win. Good to have you with us there, Bryce. And Tom still confirmed today as the better Bryce. The better Hatch.
Better Hatch.
While for Yokine Pilbara, as you mentioned, mate, Yogi Sharma, 59 off 111 balls, a great knock. But Abi Joda, 42 off 30 in the middle there, he had some impact. Unfortunately, though, not enough people. It was Dean Dempsey out there for the final wicket. He's on 1 not out. Ahmad Rizwan on 1 not out, on 7 not out, sorry. Final score is Yokine Pilbara going down to Glen Forrest, and having a look next week. That'll be interesting because Yokine Pilbara travel away to Mount Lawley Inglewood. When I say travel away, it's literally just up the road from each other there. Well, Glen Forrest, I'm thinking we might make that our broadcast game out at Forest Field, who, if I toggle back and we'll just get some scores from around the grounds. Still nada from Coolbinia, West Perth. Peter Sharp, get your team sorted there. 9 for 192, Midland. Brabham, 7 for 134. And it looks like it's going to be Forest Field setting up a good clash next week. 9 for 188, have Mount Lawley Inglewood 9 for 132. So appreciate the feedback there from all who have joined us. Pratik and Adil, thank you for your appreciation there. Donny, thank you for your time in the van again today. Always a pleasure.
Enjoyed it, mate. It was a really enjoyable game. Went right down to the wire, right down to the final couple of balls. Yokine Pilbara coming up just short. Heartbreak for them, but Glen Forrest bowling really well as a team, and we saw Tarquin Mars 2 weeks in a row has been their talisman with the bat. I just think that's the one area where they would like to get a little bit more contribution is from, get some mates for Tarquin Mars, because 2 weeks in a row he's got a half century, and second top scorer is around that sort of 20 mark. So.
Not just out on the field. I heard Tarquin chasing mates anywhere he can get them. So, look, viewers, wherever you are, thanks for joining Donny and I this afternoon. Back on air Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, as we look for our midweek review show to have a look at all the ins and outs, who did what. Be sure to join us then. And until then, wherever you are, take care, stay safe. Be nice to yourself. But remember, be nice to those around you too. This is Nosey signing off. Bye for now.